not to let you in.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be the first video in a new series that I'm going to be starting, and it's essentially going to be like monthly budget rundowns, like a monthly budget check-in. I don't have like a good name for it yet, so if you have a name, let me hear it. So I want to do this for a few different reasons. First of all, I like budgeting. I like learning about money and financials and holding myself accountable. And I kind of just want to share that. Like, this is supposed to be a place where I share things I'm interested in. I talk about veganism, I talk about fitness, I talk about sustainability, I talk about makeup. Things I genuinely enjoy as a human being, and finances is one of those things. I'm like meticulous. All my makeup is in a spreadsheet. All of my money is also in a spreadsheet. So, you know, I think it makes sense. Two, the third reason is that I am a college student, and I just feel like there's not a lot of financial stuff towards college students, and obviously my college experience isn't anyone else's college experience, for a myriad of reasons. Different scholarships, different types of loans, different job opportunities throughout school, private versus public versus community versus a university in a different location. All of those things are going to be different, and so I'm not going to talk a ton about those kind of things, but I think general day-to-day life is similar in terms of I have an apartment for the first time, I have utilities for the first time, I have to pay for my food for the first time, which might not be everybody's story, but that is mine. And so I just thought that it would be good to talk about how I'm spending money, how I'm budgeting, how I'm keeping myself reasonable within my means, tips, tricks, like, and also just what I'm doing so that we can kind of do it together as an encouragement for you to be budgeting, as an encouragement for me to be budgeting, whether you're a college age student or not. So, and through that I'll also talk about like what my goals are with my money, my credit score, things like that. So that's the plan. One last thing before we get into it, which is that I just want to start by just saying I'm not a financial expert. I'm minoring in economics. That's the closest I am to finances. My other two majors have nothing to do with money or finance. This is something I'm interested in. I don't know enough to tell you what to do with your money, but I know enough to know what I'm doing with my money. And I might mention things that you haven't heard of. I might talk about things. This isn't a advice kind of thing. This is just a chill, a little chat, a conversation between two people that are dealing with their money. You know? That's what this is. This isn't an expert talking to you. This isn't me giving advice. This is just me talking about what I'm doing with my financials, because I don't think that there are enough women like doing it on YouTube in general, or just in general life. Especially since after I get like a certain amount in my savings, I'm planning on investing and opening a Roth IRA, and like, you know, there's not a lot of college age kids that are doing that, so I want to have those conversations. But again, I am a college kid. I'm not like making a ton of money. I'm making money during the summer. And then my disclaimer part 2 is that I am a computer science major. I'm in tech. I'm in the tech space. My internships pay pretty well. I can do internships even when stuff like this, the global world right now, is happening. I'm not making bank, but I am making above the minimum wage for an internship. That's making me work 40 to 50 hours a week. So this is going to be my June financial breakdown, my June budget breakdown, if you will. Rent takes up about 26.6% of my income last month, and utilities took up 1.86%. So those two together were about 29% of my spending, and they were all, and I didn't actually spend any money on groceries last week, solely because I spent the first week of last month still living at home with my parents, and then I spent the next week with my father here where my apartment is. It's across the country, because I'm from the West Coast. I'm now in the East Coast, and he bought my groceries, which was really, really nice. I also bought a lot of staples with him, so dried beans, dried rice, frozen food, spices, things that I wouldn't normally buy that are not going to be big parts of my groceries going. So yes, 25.2 of my income went to air travel last month, just to fly back over here. I know everyone's talking about how flights are cheap, but for whatever reason, that one was not, and it was more than I would have liked. But yes, so I did spend almost 50% of, a little bit more than 50% of my rent of my income last month, but the rest of it went directly into my savings. I am currently saving up enough to be able to pay for my entire budget for the next 12 months, or I believe it's the next 12 months. Let me check. I also track my money using Mint and my bank account, but really Mint is how I mainly track it. I have a budget, and then when things happen, so I have to transfer money to my roommates for utilities, they have to transfer money to me for utilities, and I just go in and manually edit those to say, like, this was utilities that came to me, this was utilities that went away, and it evens out on my budget. Right now, we can also do a little bit of a budget breakdown, and I can explain how much I'm trying to spend in each category. I think it's until next summer, essentially. If I weren't working at all during the school year, would I be making enough? Which I think I will be working during the school year. I don't know if I'm going to be working with the same organization that I'm working with now, or the company that I'm working with now, but I will be working hopefully during the school year in some capacity. So let me go through my budget. So I have a $50 budget for my utilities. Right now we're not hitting that at all. So that was budgeting for the fact that in the winter I am in New England. Though in the winter the heat's going to go up, the electricity is going to go up, it's going to get higher. Obviously Wi-Fi is a set cost. I might have to make it a little bit higher. I don't know exactly how much the temperature is going to change. I know right now I am saving money in terms of that budget, but I don't know. Groceries, I want to spend $121 on groceries per month. I think that's reasonable because I really only buy produce, and then like hearty staples like oats and rice and beans, like seldomly, like few and far between, and I figure if like it kind of like works itself out. I also have $10 for restaurants. Rent are $500, and then my miscellaneous expenses, right now I have it at $10. That's basically my budget. It's $691. I think it's because I know I said my groceries were $120. They're $121 just because you like move it on like a little thing, and I couldn't get it down to $120. So I was like, okay, $121 it is. My credit score, because I want to do my credit score every single time, is 728. So that's good for now. And then I was talking about my goals, so we'll go into the goals segment. So like I said, I'm trying to save about like 9 months of rent of all my utilities basically. But yeah, so right now my goals are to get that 7,200, and then after I hit that mark, I'm going to scrap that goal. It's going to stay in my account. I'm not going to touch it other than what I take out each month to put into my checkings account. And checking. Is it called checkings? Why do I keep calling it checkings? But after that, I plan on saving another $1,000 to open a Roth IRA. That is one of my goals before the end of the summer, is to be able to open a Roth IRA. With Vanguard, and I will just continue to put maybe a set amount each month that I'll just have direct deposit from my checking to my Vanguard account, and I'll probably just end up adding that to the budget. So if I end up doing that, I'll inform you. It'll be in one of my updates. But as of right now, I only want to have like one goal at a time, especially since I use my savings account for both. So I do have investments, and my current investment in Robinhood is $5. It's the free one you get when you sign up. If you want to join and get an extra free one, I'll put my link down below. It's basically going to give you'll get your free one just for entering, but then you'll also get an extra free one for coming at my recommendation, and then I'll get a free one. That's essentially what it is. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but yeah, I'll just put my I don't know, my link that shows that I shared it with you down below, so if you want to use it, you can. But yeah, mine is Sirius XM, and it's at $5. It was at $6 yesterday, or maybe it's at $6 now, but Mint hasn't caught up with that. I don't know. I don't plan on making very much money through it. I just haven't figured out what I do actually want to invest in. And so it's just something that kind of is sitting on my phone. When I decide what I'm going to invest in, I will let you guys know. That'll be part of an update probably. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below if you want this to be a series. I'm probably going to make it a series whether or not you want it, but you know, it's better if you give me feedback too. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, I will see you next time. Bye!
Weren't you too scared to spell?